Good afternoon, Muskies. I'm Umi Savani.
And I'm Jack Vandertol, and this is Xavier News.
From the Xavier University Television Studio, this is Xavier News.
The man who stood just feet away from President Obama as he paid tribute to the late Nelson Mandela told ABC News today that he was having schizophrenic hallucinations during Tuesday's memorial service in front of a crowd of tens of thousands and millions more on television. Tamsankwa Janchi, who has been accused of pretending to be a sign language interpreter during the event, today described the moment he knew something was wrong during the memorial at FNB Stadium in Soweto, South Africa. Janchi was given accreditation by the memorial service's organizers, but he was not screened by the U.S. Secret Service. In fact, he said that he was hired only the day before the event, which was attended by more than 100 current and former heads of state. Now, the South African government told ABC News that it did not actually know what qualifications Janchi had as an interpreter and admitted that it had been a mistake to hire him. An investigation led by the Associated Press is currently underway, and in a statement to ABC News today, the Secret Service blamed the organizers and downplayed the threat to the president's safety, arguing that agents were always close to President Obama.
Last week, China launched their first rover mission to the moon. According to USA Today, the lunar probe is to go on a 2-week mission to, quote, deliver a robotic rover to the surface of the moon, end quote. This will be the first spacecraft of the Chinese to reach the moon since Soviet mission in 1976. Something different that has been added is the radar, which will be used to measure lunar soil and crust on the moon.
Prince Harry has gone to the bottom of the world. Now, in a charity event supporting wounded veterans, Prince Harry walked 200 miles through Antarctica to the South Pole. The prince and 12 other servicemen and women from the United Kingdom, United States, Canada, and Australia initially competed in teams for a race to the South Pole. The competitive portion was canceled due to hazardous conditions, but the trek did continue. Next one from our reporters, Anna Mazza, got a chance to listen and interview a global icon, Jean Robert Cadet. Now, Cadet was a former child slave from Haiti that found freedom in America and has now dedicated his life to fighting for children in Haiti that are still part of his cultural practice of child slavery. Cadet spoke to students about his plight, freedom, his message, and here's Anna with the story.
Last week, Xavier had the pleasure of hosting Jean Robert Cadet on campus. This global icon is spearheading a campaign against child slavery in Haiti, something Cadet is all too familiar with. Cadet was a restovek, or a child slave, which is...
So you live with the family in the house, but basically you're living in total isolation.
Besides speaking in front of Xavier students, Cadet has been seen on CNN for his Restovek Foundation,
You are at the mercy of everybody.
the Oprah Winfrey Show,
I don't know my age.
and has spoken many times in front of the General Assembly at the United
I
Nations.
recall a time when I was not a domestic slave.
Cadet's best-selling books are in the pre-production stages of a blockbuster movie. Cadet sat down with Xavier News to talk more about his film and his message.
A movie will be made based on my books, Restovek and My Stone of Hope. So I'm hoping the movie will bring international attention to children in slavery, children who were not being valued, children who were abused, so that the world will take conscience and decide to bring relief, was to bring attention to children in Haiti.
You can find more at jeanrcadet.org and keep an eye out for his book to big screen debut. For Xavier News, I'm Anna Mazza.
And in unfortunate news, actor Paul Walker and former South African President Nelson Mandela have both passed away this week. Walker, star of the international series The Fast and Furious, passed away in a car crash on Saturday, November 30th from fatal injuries in Los Angeles. Now, friends and co-workers have expressed major sympathies about a major loss to the acting world. He is survived by his 15-year-old daughter, Meadow. And Nobel Peace Prize winner Nelson Mandela died in Johannesburg due to failing health conditions. The international icon for civil rights was a symbol to all for strength and freedom.
News from North Korea confirms the arrest and execution of Jang Song-daek, uncle and mentor to current leader Kim Jong-un. The allegations for this were a conspiracy to overthrow the current government, but speculations have been raised about the actual power Mr. Kim has on his country. Some analysts believe that the execution was to assert the young leader's rule over his country, trying to use fear to control. Others believe the execution will begin a larger purge to discourage instability within the country.
The United Nations inspection teams have determined that chemical weapons were used to the large-scale attack that caused outrage in the international community. The attacks have been confirmed by a team of chemical weapons experts and doctors who traveled to Syria to determine the extent of the attacks. Secretary General Ban Ki-moon gave the final version of the report this past Thursday. Other attacks have been reported, but there has been inconclusive evidence thus far to support these claims.
Online market Amazon has decided to adapt the delivery of packages in a highly unconventional way. The company revealed 2 weeks ago its plan to use automated drones to deliver packages to customers. The company is hoping to make deliveries in 30 minutes or less. The service, known as Prime Air, will create a network of drones that buzz around and deliver packages directly to customers' front doors. CEO Jeff Bezos said the aircraft could carry packages up to 5 pounds and have an initial operating area of 10 miles. Bezos also predicted that the project could be running in an initial stage in 4 to 5 years. Concerns of the autonomy of the system have been raised, including privacy issues. Bezos has stated that until the drone system is functional, all other delivery services are available. Well, that's all from this desk. We'll be right back with Drew in the Sports Report.
Happy Friday, Muskies. I'm Drew Tanner with your last Xavier Sports Report of the semester. The Xavier men's basketball team takes on UC in the 67th Annual Crosstown Classic tomorrow. UC leads the all-time series 49-31, though the Muskies have won 4 of the last 6 games, the most notable being in 2011, which ended in the now infamous Crosstown Brawl. The Muskies are riding a 2-game win streak into the matchup over an 0-3 trip to the Bahamas, so a win would be huge for them early on this year. If you haven't already, get online or go to the Cintas Center and buy your tickets. And 5 Musketeers legacies will live on forever as Xavier inducted its latest group of alums into the Xavier Athletics Hall of Fame last week. Tara Booth-Smith, Michael Davenport, baseball alum Daniel Frilly, former swimmer Angela Heinrichs-Fassbender, and Douglas Teague were enshrined at halftime of the Muskie basketball team's game against Bowling Green last week in a ceremony presided over by Father Graham. The 2 men's soccer players received huge honors this week. Seniors Nick Hagland and Matt Walker earned NSCAA Continental Tire All Great Lakes Region honors on Tuesday, adding to their lengthy resumes. Hagland was also named First Team All Big East and is the only player in Xavier history to win Defensive Player of the Year award. Walker earned the award after scoring a team-high 9 goals, 7 assists, and 25 points in 2013. He won Big East Player of the Week honors early in the season and ranked 32nd in the nation in assists per game with .41, and first in the Big East with 1.47 points per game. These two were instrumental to the Muskies' success this season, its fourth consecutive 10-win season. And the awards keep coming in for Xavier Fall sports. Let's look at women's volleyball now. Abby Bessler was named Big East Freshman of the Year in 2013, averaging 3.75 kills and 4.33 points per set. Alex Smith and Aubrey Smith were named to the All-Big East first team. They'll be remembered in the program, as senior Alex holds the all-time hitting percentage mark, and junior Aubrey has dished out 3,665 assists, good enough for 5th all-time in Xavier history. Congrats, girls, and good luck next season to Aubrey Smith and Abby Bessler, that they may continue their success. And we'll leave you on a feel-good story. In this season of giving, it's nice to see our athletes step away from the court, field, or pool and give back to the community. Over the past few weeks, Xavier athletes organized a canned food drive to benefit the local food pantry at St. Vincent de Paul. All Xavier teams participated in the drive, assisted by the Xavier Student Athletes Activities Council. Track and field athlete Adrija Taraska coordinated the events. St. Vincent de Paul has been around for about 140 years, aiding those struggling with poverty and mental illness with various drives throughout the year. If you would like to make a donation, visit their website at www.svdpcincinnati.org and click on the tab that says Donate. And that's it for this edition of the Xavier Sports Report. Good luck to all our athletes this season. I'm Drew Tanner, and for everyone here at the station, good luck with finals, have a fun and safe Christmas break, and we'll see you again in 2014.